in case of dihybrid cross, okay, we are explaining the dihybrid cross, which is the included in the law of the independent assortment. By independent assortment, law of independent assortment is explained through dihybrid cross. Okay. So in this case, we are considering two contrasting characters, right? So one is shape of the seed and second one is the color of the cotyledon, right? So we taken round shaped yellow color cotyledon, right? Because we are considering the two characters, right? And another one we taken wrinkled seed with green cotyledon, right? See here, round seed with yellow cotyledon, wrinkled seed with green cotyledon color. Okay, so we taken these two characters, right? So these are the parents, okay, and the genotype of the characters, right? So for round character we taken capital R. For yellow purpose, for color of the cotyledon purpose, we taken capital Y. Okay. In case of wrinkled green, we taken small r for the wrinkled character and small y for the green character. Okay. So here this capital represents the dominant and this small represents the recessive. Okay. So this capital R is dominant over the small r and this capital Y is dominant over the small y. Okay. Okay. So these are the gametes of the genes, the gametes of the parents, right? So this is the homozygous condition, right? Both conditions are the homozygous condition, right? So here we are taking the two contrasting characters, right? So that's why for shape character we are taking capital R. For color of the cotyledon yellow we are taking the capital Y as the gametes. Okay, so these two characters in one gamete, right? Because this is the dihybrid cross. In this cross we are considering two characters. That's why each allele from the character will be included in the gamete, right? So this is nothing but the law of segregation. Okay, law of independent assortment. This is the law of segregation and another one is law of independent assortment. Okay, so and here also we are taking small r from the allele of this one and we are taking one allele from this one, right? So these are the gametes containing one alleles of the character. Okay, so when you cross between these two, when you made a cross between these two, it will give the F1 generation, right? So in F1 generation we get capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, right? So these two unite to form this one. Okay. So what will be the phenotype of the F1 generation, right? So phenotype of the F1 generation is round yellow, right? So the phenotype of the F1 generation is the round yellow because this capital R is dominant over this small r, right? So this capital R represent round, right? And this capital Y is dominant over this small y, right? And this capital Y representing the yellow color. This yellow color, right? That's why in the F1 generation, all the offsprings have the round seed yellow cotyledons. Okay. And in case of F2 generation, when you made a cross between F1 generation and another F1 generation, that will lead to the F2 generation. Okay. So here we can't find any recombinations. Okay. In this case, we didn't find any recombination because the parents are in homozygous condition. Okay. The parents are in homozygous condition. That's why we can't find any new recombinations here. Okay. When you made a cross between F1 and F1, at that time you will found the different combinations. Okay, we will see. This is the F2 generation, that is F1 cross with F1. Okay. So this is the F1 generation parents, right? Okay. Earlier the parents are in homozygous condition, but in this manner, in the second condition, the parents are in heterozygous manner. Okay. So what will the possibilities of the gametes, right? So there are 4 possibilities of the gametes, right? Capital R, capital Y can be formed one gamete, right? This capital R with small y can be formed another one gamete, right? And this small r with capital Y form one gamete, right? And this small r with small y can be formed one gamete. Means there are 4 possibilities of gametes, right? So this heterozygous condition can give 4 gametes, right? And same, the manner also same here. So this capital R with capital Y, this capital R with small y, right? And small r with capital Y and small r with small y, means 4 possibilities of the gametes. Okay, so this cross is made so simple, made by this plotting a Punnett square. This is the Punnett square or a checker board. Okay, this square is called as the Punnett square or checker board. Okay, so here we take a male with female. Okay, so this is the one parent gametes and this is the another parent gametes. Okay, so when you cross between these two, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y. So this is the capital R, capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital. Okay, and again capital R, capital Y with capital R, small y. At that condition, capital R, capital Y, small y. Okay, so like this, the cross is made and the offspring will be formed. So these are nothing but the these are nothing but the offsprings. These are nothing but the offspring. Okay. So capital R, capital Y, capital. What is the phenotypic of this offspring? Right. See here. Capital R is and capital R both are homozygous condition and capital R is always dominant. That's why it is round, right? Capital Y, capital Y. Capital Y is dominant and in this case both are homozygous condition. That's why it is round and yellow color. Round shaped, yellow color. Okay. And here also capital R means both are in homozygous condition, right? And capital R is always dominant, right? So this is round in this case, color case. Okay. Capital Y, small y. Okay. This capital Y is dominant over the small y. Okay. So capital Y represents the yellow color and small y represents the green color. But in this condition, the dominant one is the capital Y. That's why it will express its character. So it should be round and yellow color. Okay. And here also same. See here, capital R, small r. Right. So capital R represents round color. Capital R represents this one round size, right? And small r represents the wrinkleness, right? And this capital R is dominant over this small r, means it should be round because capital R is dominant over the small r. And this one capital Y, capital L, both are in homozygous condition, right? So it should be round and yellow, right? And here in this case, capital R is dominant over small r. Capital R represents the round shape, right? Small r represents the wrinkle shape. And here the capital R is dominant. That's why it should be expressed. Means round and capital Y, small y. Same case. These are in heterozygous condition. Capital Y represents the yellow color. Small y represents the green color. Okay. So capital Y is dominant over this small y. Means capital Y express its character. That is round and yellow. Like say capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R means both are in homozygous condition. Round. Capital Y, small y. In this condition they are heterozygous condition. Capital Y dominant over small y. That's why it is round and yellow. And capital R, small y, small y. Okay. Capital R, homozygous condition. It represents the round. And small y, both are in recessive form. Both y are in recessive form. There is no presence of the dominant. At this time, this recessive can express its character. Okay. Recessive will express its character when they are in the homozygous condition. Okay. It is round and what you say green. Round and green. Okay, and capital R smaller, capital Y smaller. Again, round and yellow. See here, capital R smaller, small y smaller. Capital R and capital R small r in heterozygous condition. Capital R is dominant over the small r, means it will express itself, that is round. And small y, there is no presence of dominant, both are in recessive form, so they will express themselves, that is the round and green. And here capital R smaller, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R smaller in heterozygous condition, capital is dominant over the smaller, that's why it is round. And capital Y, there is no presence of recessive character, right? So that's why capital Y means Y represents the yellow color, round and yellow color. And here also round and yellow color. See here, both are in recessive form. Small or smaller, there is no presence of the capital, there is no presence of the dominance. At that time, this recessive will be expressed itself, that is wrinkle. And capital Y represents, Y represents the yellow, wrinkle and yellow. And this is wrinkle. And capital Y represents the yellow and small y represents the green. So capital Y is dominant over the small y. That's why capital Y expresses character. So it should be wrinkle yellow, right? And here this is round and yellow. And here also this is round and green, because small y, smaller y is in recessive form, both are in recessive form. And here this is wrinkle and yellow, because small r smaller is homozygous condition, that's why express itself. And here smaller, small y, small, both are in recessive form, that's why they express themselves. This is wrinkle and green, right? So this is the possibilities phenotype of the F2 generation. Okay, if you see the phenotype, okay, phenotype of the F2 generation is 9:3:3:1. Okay, how it can be 9:3:3:1? So 9 means 9 number of which kind of round and yellow combination, right? And 3 of round and green, and 3 of wrinkle and yellow, and 1 of that is wrinkle and green. Okay, see here, round and yellow, this is 1, round and yellow, this is 2nd, round and yellow, this is 3rd, and round and yellow, this is 4th, and this is round and yellow, this is 5th. This is okay, this is round and green, this is round and yellow again, this is 6th, this is round and green, this is not, this is round and yellow, this is 7th, right? Round and yellow, this is 8th, and round and yellow, this is 9th, right? So these, they are the phenotypic address. They have the round seed with yellow cotyledons. We will have 9 number of offsprings having the round cotyledon with round seed with yellow cotyledon, and 3 are here. Another in the round and green cotyledons. So see here, in initial parents we have only one combination, that is round and yellow and wrinkle and green, right? But here we get a combination, that is nothing but the round side seed with green cotyledon. But in our parents we have round seed with yellow cotyledon. But in the F2 generation we got a new combination, that is round with green cotyledon, green color cotyledons, right? So this is 1 round with green cotyledons, and this is 2nd round with green cotyledons, and this is 3rd round with green cotyledons, right? So round with green cotyledons, and this is the combination. This is the combination, a new variety. Okay, and 3rd in the wrinkled yellow, right? This is also one combination, because in our parents we have wrinkled green, right? But in the F2 generation, we got a new combination, that is wrinkle with yellow cotyledon, yellow color cotyledon. Okay, so wrinkle yellow. See here, this is one wrinkle yellow, this is second wrinkle yellow, and this is third wrinkle yellow. Means we have 3 offsprings having wrinkle yellow. And last one, the wrinkle green, we have only one wrinkle green, right? So this is the one wrinkle green. See here, 9 offspring possess the characters which are exactly inherited from the parents, means round and yellow, and one offspring showing the wrinkle and green, which is main or core characters of the parents, right? Main character of the parent, that is round yellow and wrinkle green. But remaining offspring showing the new combination, that is round with green and wrinkle with yellow. So these two are the new recombination. New recombination, because in our parents don't have round green and wrinkle yellow, but the offsprings having the round green and wrinkle yellow. So this is nothing but the recombination. This recombination happens only when the genes can segregate independently from other non-allelic genes. At that time only this recombination will be happens, right? And second important character is that the recombination happen during the only in the heterozygous condition. There is no recombination in the homozygous condition. Okay, so this is about the dihybrid cross, right? This is the phenotype of the F2 generation. And genotype, if you see the genotype, okay, this is the phenotype, that is 9:3:3:1, right? And if you see the genotype, genetic constituent of F2 generation, genotype of the F2 generation is 1:1:1:1, 2:2:2:2:4. This is the genotypic constituent of this F2 generation, right? So this regards the, okay, this will shows the dihybrid cross. Okay, so this is this about the principles of inheritance or Mendel's law of inheritance. Okay, I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you.